Welcome to the physics department. Our professors, doctors, every expert in this department. So just to get a feeling of our expertise, we can introduce ourselves. This is the handover ceremony. First, I think we start with Professor Manda. So, Professor Manda, Professor Forrest Gami. We congratulate him. She has just got that title, which is hard work. We have Dr. Iveta Tooms. We have Mr. Alex Okelo. We have Mr. Emmett Grenfell. We have Mrs. Inema Scotland. We have Mrs. Yeah, by this thing, I don't know the politics, but she's Mrs. Adeki. We have Mr. Michael Musoke. We have Mr. Mizera. We have Mr. Asosi. Myself, I will be the last. Then we have Daisy. It says Daisy on this Daisy. I don't know her name. And last week there has been a big Dr. Selena Nicholas. So we have all those people in this department and more as you can. But we shall not take a lot of time in this handover ceremony. I hope we know each other now. Today, we have the handover ceremony. We have the outgoing head of department, Professor Forrest Gami, and the incoming is Dr. Iveta Tooms. So at this real time, we are going to have a word from Professor Forrest Gami. So you are welcome.
Colleagues, I welcome you to this the Dean School of Physical Sciences, and all other protocols. I really welcome you to this function. In particular, I welcome the Dean for coming. I think this is the first official function to come to physics as Dean, and I also take this opportunity to congratulate you, Mr. Dean, for having attained that position. So this morning we have this function in handover. I must first of all apologize for the not mix up, but overlap between the seminar series and this one. But there was nothing much we could do, and it's for that particular reason that I chose this room, so that we don't have to move around and take a lot of time. And I believe that the guests, especially our Dean, knows is from an academic institution. I'm sure if I had invited politicians, they would be so happy with sitting in such an environment. But I believe that our Dean appreciates the circumstances. And it has gone back that we don't have power. I know power is there to be bright in the room, but I hope the room is bright enough you can see each other. So I'm taking this opportunity to welcome all of us to this function of handover. And of course, I'll then give the handover report later on. But before I do that, as I'm welcoming you, maybe I will just have been in the department have been with me for quite some time. Actually, I count 9 years as head of department. And so as I stand here to officiate at the handover, it looks like I feel proud because it's like I've groomed. I don't know if I've done that, but in my mind I feel that it is the young ones now who are coming to take over, and I'm there and I'm handing over, and to me it makes me feel very proud. Because I think at the time I started as head of department, I think the incoming head would have been somewhere very young there. Were you still in school or something like that? That was in 2004. So I've been around for quite some time, and that's when I think there was still also young at that time, and many times I think kept on saying, I'll be there for only 4 years. But you know, the Entebbe woman, so after 4 years, I went on a bit, but all this was to the department, my colleagues, because we were working well with them, and we managed to bear with one another. So really, as I welcome all of you, I want to thank all of you for everything you've done, as you have been supporting me in each and everything, particularly my colleagues, my older colleagues who found in the department, like now it is now Professor Banda, who really mentored me in it, I must say, because at the time I read I sort of was a little bit timid. But then, because of the mentoring of the other colleagues of mine, Professor Banda, Professor Kawan, the others who were there, Dr. Mugande, and those who were there, they sort of mentored me in, and they grew up in their hands. So I really want to thank God that all this work, whatever has gone through all these 8 years, if I call them 9 now, because I had a year away, so still I call it 9 years. It wasn't only my effort, it was the effort of all of you. We worked together, there have been ups and downs, as all of you know, things don't work here, but we have always managed to lift each other up. So really, I welcome you all to this function, and I say, all I want to say is that as we enter into this one with Dr. Ireta, we should accord him the same spirit and maybe much more, so that the department goes ahead. And when I think of so many activities which have been and the things which are left undone, which I won't talk so much about, and I will say briefly in my handover report, but I know in my inside there, and I'm sure from all of you know very well that the person coming in to take over is very able, and all of us, when we are with him, there is nothing impossible. We shall always have, and it will bring us, we shall be successful. So, without wasting much time, I really want to welcome you to this function.
Yeah, so thank you very much. Before she gives the floor, thank you for the good words. 8 years in an office is really great, and you have been a game changer in the department. Because most of us, we have finished, so we started our postgraduate studies, finished when we're still in the office. So anything that has gone right is responsible. So now we have another program, which is the Handover report by the outgoing department. So she can continue from there.
Thank you very much for that. And many of these things, there is always the first time I've been here for all these years, and many times, as he said, I think the young ones, they were students now, so I've been here. But there are things which I didn't do before. Of course, as something happened, they handed it over to me at that time, and the things have changed. The systems have changed, and things are not very well. So as we were saying handover, I say now, what am I going to hand over? Is it this key? And I came with it. I said, maybe I just hand it over to Dr. Erika. But then being an academician and everything, I said, probably I will read, I will make a few notes. I sort of revised that the power will not be there, but it will be money to do something for that. So I need to prepare for PowerPoint, but it's just a short report. I'm just going to read through for all of you. I thought I would have made a copy for the chief guest, but it just took me and I forgot to do that. So I just want to read the report, the handover. First, I'm going to highlight the current state of the department briefly. The establishment in the Department of Physics has been attached for the new head of department to see, and even their academic qualifications given. But I want to also to report to the new incoming head that among those ones, the establishment and the list of staff members you will see, 5 of them, the academic members of staff are on study leave, and many of them abroad. Those who are underground will see the I haven't included that number there. And I want also to report to the incoming head that the number of technicians is still inadequate. I will have made this very clear to the administration that we don't have enough technicians in the labs. And this came about in that a number of technicians retired, and some of them by bad luck passed on. But we have never had a replacement. So every time we are having those gaps, and we have been making that noise to the administration. And I'm leaving it to my incoming head to make the more noise, and I hope they will hear him. I'm sure they listen in the background and they will hear him. And the other support members, support staff, as you know, the university is counting on, but I don't really complain about the other support staff. I think the number is about enough. The only person alone is the sanitary cleaner. And we have also placed that request in the human resource. It is taking us time, and as, of course, now as one enters the department, but it's because of water, it's not because of, but you could smell that it is not the right way the department should be. And when the water comes and we don't have that sanitary cleaner, of course it will involve all of us to do that work, but we are not supposed to do that. There's somebody should be there to do that. So that's another thing we want to do, and that communication has been sent to the Human Resource Department. They said they are going to work on it. We shall wait for that. Number 2, I wanted to talk about the general laboratory status. The Department of Physics, the laboratory was equipped some time back, but still we need more. And recently, in August, we held a workshop for all the academic and technical staff, technicians, and to look at the status of the equipment of the laboratory. And we finalized that workshop, but right now the report is not yet finalized because we are still getting the write-ups from the members who were group leaders. We needed to submit reports from the groups, so those are not yet complete, and therefore it needs to be compiled properly, and then we see exactly what the status is. I think the problem for not completing it came about in that the moment we finished the workshop, we had that sit-down strike, and you know, when people come back, it's like we just had to remind them. So, but I believe we are working on it, and we shall have that report. Otherwise, really briefly, that a good number of experiments within the labs could be increased, particularly for those items which were locally manufactured. And they were listed out, those ones, so that we can increase the students' hands-on, and they were listed. I'm sure when the report finally comes out, we shall know, so that next time we are applying for equipment, money for the teaching materials, we can allocate some for that. And it has been a problem, especially when we are trying to get locally acquired materials because they have to be fabricated. We have all these farms which we say we qualify. They always assume we have to go and buy those things. So it's a battle. I'm telling the new head that you have to battle, go there until these things can just be fabricated. We buy local things, and of course these days getting money from the administration has been cut. But there's a way we have to say, because it actually saves the university a lot of money. But maybe because of the history of the way civil servants have been behaving, they feel that when they release the money to pretend, but I know the way physics has been working. Once it is released for that purpose, it will always work. And so, the different types of equipment which were acquired through the MSI project were listed, and the list has been attached. It is within this file that they have looked it. Of course, it is as it was at that time. And the other one is with the person who is in charge of that lab, who knows who took what and who replaced what. The other heading is the computer laboratory status. A list of computers within the whole department is also attached in this report. And the majority of the computers, which were also counted, they are in the college computer laboratory, which is housed within the department. The others are computers which are university computers, but staff are using them. So all of them are listed with the names of who is keeping which computer, who is keeping the university computer. I want to go to the incoming page that computer lab, much as it is a college lab, we sort of look after it. We have a technical person in it as Marceline Naibinger, she's the one in charge of that laboratory. And we have decided to even get computer covers for the computers there because of a lot of dust. I know the whole college uses it, but we are getting them as physics. Actually, they have been ordered. Miss Naibinger has been following it up. They have been paid for. She will just bring them. The one thing we had thought is that those labs also need curtains. We could not buy them before because of the funds not being there. But I report to the new incoming head that I think we shall look around for those curtains. If the department can't get, probably we will go to the college because the lab is a college laboratory. Number 4, office equipment. Now with the equipment in the office, I just want that in addition to the office chairs, tables and the cupboards, in the main office, there are 2 computers, 2 printers, though one is not functional, a photocopying machine, a scanner, an external hard disk for office files. It was last backed in July 2013. And in addition, there's a fridge and LCD projector. Those are the ones I thought I should note down. The others are there. I think I didn't want to say there is a cup and there is a what kettle. I didn't want to say that. Those And finally, I want to say in one sentence or just about the financial status. I wanted to just report to the incoming head that actually the department receives funds on requisition. And so all the funds which have been received have been accounted for at the college. So unfortunately, I been in the office, there are no funds within there, but somehow it might get worse. Or you will go to the administration, I hope. Chief guest, that's what I needed to report to the members as a handover. And I wanted, of course, we have so many keys, but as we need to hand over something. In addition to this report, I'm going to hand over these 2 keys. Therefore, entering the inside, the outer office, and in the inside. Unfortunately, the corridor keys, I also happen to say same corridor, but we shall arrange so that you get a copy because we need to have that copy. So I don't know how much the money is. I wanted to this.
Yeah, so we have the handover report and now we are handing over.
So thank you very much. And I think I can sit down.
Yes. Okay, thank you very much. Let us give me a handover report from our head of department. We can thank her again for the work. And now, as we are seeing our program, we have seen the handover to Dr. Elita, who is the incoming head of department. So, Dr. Elita, you can now give the acceptance speech. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Hope I have one. I will try to make one. I want to first of all to thank the Deans of Physical Sciences, the Association for Income, and appreciate this function. For me, it's memorable because when I was doing physics in my secondary school, I didn't know that one day I would become the head of the department of physics at That's quite memorable. Thank you, Associate Professor Florence Vijan, who you have the department. I remember when he decided, when he became the head, I was in my first year MSc in the NTNU. So I was the student. Thank you for staying in the department where it is right now. The next group, I want to thank the members of staff and the staff who have been having confidence and trust in me. First is it happened in 2011 when you allowed me to become the acting head when Prince was on sabbatical. Of course, I was humbled, and then just recently when the vacancy, I received about 6 nomination papers from all members of staff nominating and securing, all signed, and they were all on my principles. I wasn't around that day. And they all kept pushing. Have you had anything? Have you had anything? Just accept and take. So that was very humbling and was very kind of me. This department has been in existence for many years. I think since 1952, if Professor I'm right. And I think in 1952, my mom wasn't also born. But I see why the department has been there all this time. My mom gave birth. My mom is there, and in fact, she had no plans at all, but now here I am. Going to be head. So it's why it's memorable, like I say. And it has been built on the foundation, which foundation I will not destroy at this point in time. These are many years of the department, people have been running it, and many things have been achieved. Why should I be the one to do what? To destroy everything that has been done? So, try to keep the flag high up there. So what do I propose to do as the head? I've had a chance to become the head of the department when members are motivated with this incentive. So I think all of us are motivated to do what we are supposed to do. So at this point in time, I would request that we also reflect that incentive in the service to our clients, who are the students, yes, to our lecturers and faculty, and even the support staff, try to support the students. Let's try, even the cleanness of the department, people just come and clean. Some week, 1 week before the salary is paid, they never know. My office has never been clean for some time. Let's try to clean, since now we have an incentive in the department. These are not saying with the name of I don't want to show that I have a voice or whatever. Let's just try to do this as a team and make the whole place change. Let now with an incentive, things be different from what they were without an incentive. Because I know we have to do some other things out there to survive and have some little money as time. Let's try to do what we're supposed to do. The next is our promote knowledge of physics through contribution to original work, through teaching, examining, and also providing academic leadership as head of department and guidance to staff and students. I'll try to solicit for funds for research and the general development of the department. I made quite that outside there. I'll try to see if in my town it's painted, the exterior one, the exterior part of the department. I'll try to push for that. And the other office of manager now will somehow manage. And also ensure that all departmental business is executed as fast as possible. As we saw when I was acting head, you are happy to see on my desk bills will be signed and we push them and I'll try to do that as much as I can. Then number 4, also getting be accountable for all departmental inventory and all departmental assets and equipment. That will be good. Then, right now we are currently reviewing the master's and PhD programs at the college. And recently some members have been complaining about our Handover program. So during my time I will try to see if we can review it so we fill the gaps that members have identified in our curriculum of the other students. Then lastly, I think most of you know that I'm an open person. I'm always very open, put everything on the table. I don't work in cocoons. And I'm trying to also be transparent as I've always been. And I pray that we always work as a team. Since I can't work alone, I need your support. So let us support each other, like FMB said, for the betterment of our department. And thank you as we look for the future.
So thank you, Dr. Elita. And today is a great day because you are seeing two people seated near each other. And the person talking was once on the other side. But today we have to work together. Yeah, thank you for the speech. I think we have all heard. Physics is a nice department. I think Professor can tell you has seen us growing. There is some people becoming responsible people, which is great. So now we are going to have a speech by the Dean, Dr. Juma Kasoli.
Good morning, everyone. I was not warned that I would actually give a speech. I thought I'd come just to see how kids are exchanging hands. I'll have to say something. In the first place, I'm so happy to be standing right here where I used to deliver my lectures to undergraduate students so many years back. But I also sat in the same chairs when Professor Banda was teaching us, giving us lectures. That is not many years ago. I feel honored to have witnessed I was trying to remember if I've witnessed a peaceful handover before. I was not remembering any. Most likely this is the first one in my life. I'm also looking forward to the day we have a peaceful handover from maybe one president to another, of course not in Seven University. I have to congratulate Professor Jan first for the recent promotion. Those who don't know what you go through when you are waiting for a promotion, you just have to wait. You will feel it. And secondly, for the 8 or 9 years that you served in the department, I was ahead not too long ago. I also just recently handed over, so I know what you've gone through. And I can assure you, if it was if we had to reward people in the university, it would have been the other way around. The VC gets little, the principal, the dean, and then what the VC gets is what the head should be getting in terms of the work. but of course the world is not set up that way. Even if you don't do anything, but as long as you have a PC, I think you earn more. I'm happy to be here in physics. I think one of the largest departments in the school in terms of structure. I'm not sure about the other. And one of the independent departments, I mean, is standing on its own. Mathematics is shared somewhere, and then you know where other departments are. But chemistry and physics, these are really very important departments. And I guess that's why they were built in this way. If you didn't, you have never realized this. I think it's high time you did. I think the people who put up these structures expected, I think, a lot. The only problem is that they didn't tell us what they expected. So we are just running, hoping we are delivering the best. I've had the handover report, but there are some issues I've not had. Being a dean, I have expected here the current programs in the department and the state at which they are, so that when groups is handing over, we can know how many new programs have come, or how many years he has improved. I've not also had the outreach part of the Department of Physics. As we all know, this is very, very important. If you are going to get a promotion, this is one of the things they score. So if you don't take part in the I think you need to comment on that, how I feel physics and how it's done. So that comes down to follow up these issues. Tools is very lucky, but there are so many formaldehyde, and it's one of the advantages I had in the department when I was there. I had all the heads of the department, and I would consult all the time. When you were head, there are very few things, very few decisions you take that are possible. Every decision you take is for the department. And if you take it single-handedly and the staff reject it in their hearts, you'll be in trouble. So you rather consult and ask a professor, but there's this problem, what should I do? And don't underestimate the non-academic staff. Because I remember one time I had a problem and I consulted, but the decision which I took was given by the non-academic staff, and it worked, and it works. So, as you said, we should really work as a team. Be open. Don't let people things on the table. If you want experience on delaying people's requests on the table, you can go to chemistry. They have so many stories. Yes, I think in one of them, the head, you no longer go getting given a headed paper. You want to nail the head. The professor by mistake. these ones we have on our laptops and computer. You had to go to the head and kneel down. So I think one time there was a head who used to give a paper to someone in chemistry. And the person one day said, I think I must end this. He went in the head's office with a panga in his those days it was Chicago. The young people might not know what the Chicago is. And they poisoned in another bottle. He said, if you don't give it to me, I'm going to cut you and eat the poison. We are all living this world. I'm just good. And gave it. There are so many stories. So we need to be careful. It's not easy to administer these educated people. So before you even talk, they know what they are going to answer. But if you listen to them talk fast, you can go very far. If it is a village, you even find a chair there, whatever you say, they will follow that, not here, in the university. There's always a why. So I think those are the remarks I can give, but I've also been ahead if you need help. I'm ready, available. Otherwise, I thank you for.
Thank you, Dean. I think we are still on time. I hope you have all taken your words. I hope we shall not misuse them because the head has listened to us, so we should not rule on anything. So I think the head remains with his powers, and we also remain with our powers, which are also on a certain level. So thank you very much, and I think he was our teacher. Most of us, I don't know whether he was your teacher. Yeah, so you can easily contact him. Yeah, so we are still on the program now. The next program. Next, before we continue with our refreshments, we have people who entered after we started. We started with introducing ourselves so that the dean can be convinced that we have more. So if you entered after we started, I request you to introduce yourself. This. And it's the one in charge of the so if the computer is saying that, yeah, okay, thank you. Now I will request the ladies and we have some refreshments. Yeah, if you have something to share to us, yeah, we can continue as we are enjoying the chicken and the soda.
MC. Do we ask questions?
Yeah, if you have questions, you can ask.
Yeah, just clarification.
Yeah, because some questions don't have question marks. You can ask.
No, I just wanted to know, since the two heads were giving their speeches, I just wanted to know as a member of staff, especially in terms of either teaching materials or other materials, because we know we have to use paper, to use markers, chalk, as a member of staff, just a highlight. What am I entitled to, either in terms of printing paper, because we type our work on our computers, so in the event that my computer is not working or the one you gave me is not working, printing, just to know what is a member of staff entitled to from your office in terms of teaching materials.
Yeah, and what we have, what are we entitled to in terms of teaching
Is
materials?
it 5 pens, red pens, 10 blue pens, a ream of paper, something like that?
Is that the old debate to say or the new?
Both.
Or the MOC? I think the MOC.
No, what we have been doing, but no one has ever told us this when we come to work. We can pick pens from the head's office. We have never done it. We can get pens. We can photocopy, as she said, you have the photocopy. If you have this, especially the tests and exams and other related student material, what to do them. We also have a printer. But recently, the revenue report, that printer is not working. If you are applied to the test, you can first print and then photocopy. But currently, that printer is working condition is not. I hope the head is not causing the head without
I repeated.
yeah. So I think we take the papers, the pens, and you can bring if it is related to the work. Otherwise, not waiting, not waiting, but times for the work. Then you have this time so.
But about the outgoing devolution of that, but the new case, we have the problem of the custodian. And since our team is here, that problem actually, I think, it takes to be considered. It will not take for granted that, for example, one time when acting chief will be accorded that work because the status of the active technician, the custodian is not part. So the custodian, I think, for the part need to be considered. Yeah. So it's one of the most important questions. About the custodian, will be under the case.
Yeah, as far as I talked about the custodian. I think if I can remember, we have discussed that in the committees in department. And here in March, we once had someone who could log when the incentive came, very extra pay, became difficult. But currently, the physics, we manage our kids. And we have discussed the custodian issue, and I think one time our going ahead raised it according to the quality.
Yes. No, even to the human resource.
Yeah, even to the human resource.
And what they said, they said that it needs appointment and they even, well, when unofficially they actually told me a custodian is for a unit. And in the university unit, those days was a faculty. So, and the faculty of science used to be started, as we said, physics on its own. They said, that's what they told me, and since the dean is here to tell us the experience of mathematics, they said it was almost not there before to give a department a custodian. But of course, as usual, they went on and said, but we shall try to. And up to now, it's
Yes, I'm not standing to give a lot of information actually. It's not much different from what he has said. tried to get a custodian and I got the same response. Actually, they asked me for our establishment and there was nothing like custodian in our establishment. So, how I managed this locally was to get one of the cleaners to do less cleaning so that he can pay that road and share out that one month. And after all, the head is given power because each one of you is told any other duty that is assigned by. Yes, so the head can appoint professor. Okay, that's it. And it's supposed to because the yes was power.
Okay, thank you, but I think everyone in business knows. Other factors constant, there will be no problem if you manage how many keys. Because how do you feel? You come rushing and someone else has the key and he's at home sleeping, you call, he says, my child is sick, I'm in Murabu. I will come next week. Yeah, because when you compare, because when you look at, that's what I've been saying, that all our departments are good. You find people can open and close. I think everyone appreciated Benoni's work after I handed over the keys. Benon used to have the keys and volunteered to open in the morning and late at night. Though sometimes we took it so easy that he has to open for us and close. But Benon used to be that he worked efficiently. What if we choose another staff to do that? You will find everyone refusing. That, oh, I can't be there, I can't close at night. But Benon did it very nicely. And we paid nothing to him, not even saying thank you. But I think if volunteers the dinner and say that they go to a cleaner who has done it very well, that means among us, I can say that since I come here early in the morning, I can have the keys because we all use the facilities in the department. We use the computers and other things. So if they are stolen, we are all responsible. So you can manage the keys. Benon has ever done it. That was very nice experience for all of us. You can get another member of staff or to do it. Because some people want others to do work for them, come early, open for them and close. When you go to other universities, where I did my master's, no one opens the door. No one closes the door. You can't open when you want to come. Otherwise, you might never get a custodian the way the university structure is, or it may take some time. And since you moved direct from the faculty to college, as they have said, it might not be the university system. But you can always volunteer. I will volunteer for many people are volunteer. Okay, thank you. Maybe you have something very to share. We'll have Prof. We'll have thank you. Just two things. Number one, I want to wish well the new head and his new duties, and I want also to wish well our faculty head in our new or new duties in this case. And then secondly, I just have a wish that we could document the invitation by way of photograph. That could then be our office of the head so that we know the team that working with. Thank you. So thank you very much. Yeah, that's photograph is nice. One time I went to the office in the end of March when Dr. Kajo's classes was there. When you enter, you will see photos of all former heads inside the head's office. But when I went out, I saw there one photo. I don't remember what I saw, but if we got a good photo from this together, it would always give us good memories whenever we see it. Like there is a small photo, I see some.
Is it still head or chair?
She's there, he or she with the chair. Isn't it? Chair person.
Yeah. So anyway, since, of course, the official question has ended, but I really now, I'm talking just generally, I just want to thank the people who congratulated me when I got that promotion, which I didn't know. You know, when I was out, I was off internet. And I think the way the mails filled, my box was full and they were all bouncing. So when I came, I didn't know anything. And when I just opened, I saw just one mail, which was from Dr. Mobile, saying, congratulations. I said, maybe it is the old one. You know, when they sent my papers to reviewers, people started congratulating me. And I said, no, and that is a year ago. So this time I said, can it be that James Mobile has opened an old mail which he never read? So I just, okay, and we were going for this review workshop. That's when I met people and they congratulated me, and then I told myself they can't be all wrong. But for sure, I haven't seen this myself up to now because this internet has gone and all that. But I trust that people have seen the right thing, and I really want to thank you for your prayers. I must say prayers because it is answered prayer. I was praying and I told God, I don't know, I know how to teach, but I don't know how to dig, because if at least now I can teach. God willing, if He gives me 5 more years after next year, I will. But I said now, if I go home to dig, I used to dig with my mom long ago when I was still a kid. But God had, so I have to say that God hears prayers and He had, and He said, okay, since you don't know how to dig, you can apply, you can continue teaching if they are. So I thank you very much, and God willing, we shall hear about it.
Yes.
Okay, I think we are done. Hey, there's no light. No, it doesn't. You have enough light. Do you still want more? I think now we are.